Anyway mga kabarya, isang magandang morning po ng Martes. Ngayon ay June 15, 2021. Sa video na ito, tatalakayin natin ang ating mga nakalap na stock news, stock balita, catalyst, and fundamentals na patungkol naman sa ating stock na si ASEN at pati na rin yung kay FLI REIT naman. Saka dito pala guys sa ating Kabarya Avenue PH YouTube channel, sinishare natin yung ating experience at dinodocument yung ating pag-aaral sa mga nakita nating pangmasang Pinoy investment at potential digital assets in investment na pwede tayong kumita kagaya ng stock market, Pag-ibig MP2 Savings and Investment Program, GCash Investment, cryptocurrencies and altcoins gaya ng Bitcoin, Cardano, Dogecoin, Binance, Litecoin, Chainlink and Ethereum at iba pang pangmasang Pinoy investment. Kaya guys, kung trip at korsonada mo ng ganitong mga content, pwede mo ring pindutin yung red subscribe button dyan sa baba para ma-update ka pa ng ating mga latest na ina-upload na video tungkol sa ating pag-aaral ng mga pangmasang Pinoy investment at potential digital assets in investment naman. Alright, bago natin umpisahan guys, huwag nyo palang kalimutang basahin yung disclaimer na nasa screen ng ating video. Good day sa inyo guys, unahin natin yung ating unang stock balita. Ito ay nanggaling sa ating business world at ito ay patungkol sa ating stock na si ASEN o ang ating AC Energy Corporation. Ito ay naitala June 11, 2021. Ang topic ng stock balitang ito guys, ang ating Security and Exchange Commission clears capital stock hike of AC Energy. I-check natin ang nilalaman ng stock balitang ito tungkol sa ating stock na si AC Energy. Yan. Basahin natin ito. The Securities and Exchange Commission has approved AC Energy Corporation ASEN capital hike, the listed firm told the local bourse on Friday. ASEN increased its capital stock to 48.40 billion pesos. Yan guys no, umakyat yung capital stock ng ating ASEN sa 48.40 billion pesos na from the previous 24.40 billion pesos, which would pave the way for the assets for share swap with AC Energy and Infrastructure Corporation for the later international assets. The capital stock hike is also seen to make room for the future capital raising exercises for the new projects and the other acquisitions. The increase was previously approved by the majority of ASEN's boards of directors, was voted on by the stockholders representing at least 2/3 of the company's outstanding capital stock. Tuloy natin. On Friday, the Ayala-led firm also said that the Security and Exchange Commission has given the green light for the firm to revise its article of incorporation, amending its capital stock and increasing the number of shares attempted from the preemptive rights of existing shareholders to reach a 24 billion capital for the previous 16 billion limit. The proposed amendment will allow the company to acquire assets needed for corporation purposes, ASEN said. The firm hopes to become the largest listed renewable platform in the region as its target a net attribute capacity of 5,000 megawatts by year 2025. By Angelica Wayang. Yan guys no, napakaganda ng balitang ito para sa ating stock na si ASEN kasi yung kanilang goal na 5,000 pala ito guys no, 5,000 megawatt. Tinatarget nila ito by year 2025 na maging the largest listed renewable platforms naman. Yan yung kanilang ventures guys, yung renewable energies. Ito yung sa mga projects nila ng wind power plant at saka yung solar power plant naman na ipoprovide nila para maging renewable energies. Kaya maganda ito para sa mga naghahanap ng long-term investment. Ang ating ASEN naman guys no, para sa ating mga Asian Natics. Okay? Okay, isunod pa natin tong follow-up na stock balita ng ating AC Energy naman guys. Nanggaling din ito sa ating Business World at naitala naman ito June 10, 2021. Maganda rin ito guys, itong stock balitang to para kay Asian sa kanyang magiging future growth stories naman para sa mga naghahanap ng mga long-term na investment sa ating stock market. Siguradong maganda ito para sa stock natin na si Asian. Basahin natin ang topic na ito. AC Energy converts advances into equity in one Subic Power. Check natin yung description ng balitang ito guys. Okay, yan naman yung picture ng ating stock balita kay Asian sa kanyang one Subic Power. Puntahan natin yung kanyang description at basahin natin ito. Ayala-led AC Energy Corporation will subscribe to 33.49 million common shares in its wholly owned One Subic Power Generation Corporation as the listed company's executive committee cleared the one conversion of its advances into equity. In addition to disclosure on Wednesday, AC Energy said its executive committee approved the conversion into shares of the 680 million pesos in advance to the unit. It said the move retains its 100% effective ownership in One Subic Power. Yan guys, no, yung AC Energy pa rin yung 100% effective ownership ng kanyang project dito sa One Subic Power, no. Ito ay maganda para sa kanyang kasi ang nagiging venture ng ating AC Energy mostly sa mga renewable energies naman ito guys, no. Okay, tuloy natin. One Subic Power is a wholly owned by Bulacan Power Generation Corporation, which is 100% owned by AC Energy. The Subic-based firm operates a 116 megawatt diesel power plant based on its LinkedIn profile. Yan guys, no? Nabanggit dito na 100% owned by AC Energy. Itong One Subic Power natin, no? Na nakalagay dito is 116 megawatt daw na diesel power plant. Tuloy natin. Last month, the AC Energy said that it had started the construction of 160 megawatt wind farm in Pagudpud, Ilocos Norte, which is described as the country's largest wind farm to date. It aspires to become the largest listed platform in Southeast Asia as it aims to reach the net attribute capacity of 5,000 megawatt by year 2025. Yan guys, no? Yung kanyang project proposal, ito naman ay matatapos by year 2025 at mabubuo niya yung kanyang target na 5,000 megawatt na renewable energies na manggagaling sa mga wind power plant at saka mga solar power plant naman itong ipoprovide niya guys, no? Kaya maganda ito para sa future venture ng ating AC Energy naman. Kaya kung kayo naghahanap ng mga long-term investment, kayo na ang humusga dito guys, no? Okay? Ito pa yung huli. Shares in AC Energy at the local bourse improved by 4.22% or 33 centavos to finish at 7.91 pesos a piece on Wednesday by AY Young. Yan guys, no? Yung presyo pa lang ng ating AC Energy is naglalaro siya ng 7.91 pesos kada share. Pero kanina parang pumunta na ito ng around 8 pesos na ito guys, no? Pero mas malaki pa yung pupuntahan nito sa kanyang future venture naman. Kaya para ito sa mga ating mga long-term investor na naghahanap ng paglalagakan ng kanilang mga investment, maganda itong para sa venture ng ating AC Energy naman guys, no? Okay? Okay, sunod nating stock balita nanggaling naman sa ating Inquirer.net. At ito ay naitala June 11, 2021 ang stock balitang ito patungkol naman sa ating Philinvest REIT. Basahin natin ang topic ng stock balitang ito. Philinvest hinges success of REIT listing on buoyant BPO industry. Yan guys, no? Ito yung proposal nila para sa kanilang REIT o yung tinatawag na Real Estate Investment Trust. Ito na yung pangatlong magiging REIT natin guys Kasi nga ang nauna dito yung ating A-REIT na by Ayala. Pangalawa, yung ating DDMPR o ang ating Double Dragon Meridian Park REIT naman guys, no? At ito na yung pangatlo, ang ating FLI REIT o ang ating Philinvest REIT naman. Okay, i-check natin ang nilalaman ng ating Philinvest REIT. Ito ay sinulat ni Doris Domblao Abadilla, ang reporter naman nito, no? Basahin natin. Gusyanon-led Philinvest Land Incorporated FLI is anchoring the success of its new real estate investment trust REIT, which it is spun off from the portfolio of commercial assets on an upbeat business process outsourcing BPO industry. Yan guys, no, nakafocus naman yung kanilang REIT sa mga BPO o ang ating business process outsourcing, kagaya ng ating mga call center naman ito guys, no, yung mga tenants nito. Prime multinational BPO companies accounted for 88.4% of the occupied gross leasable area of the planned 17 building REIT portfolio as of March 31, while Philippine offshore gaming operator tenants occupied only 2.8%, FLI said in its press statement. Non-BPO offices and retail tenants comprises the balance. Yan naman guys, no, mas maraming tenant nga nila yung ating mga nasa BPO industry naman, no? Tuloy natin. REIT is a new financial platform to monetize our investment assets as they mature to provide funding to fuel future growth. The fair market value of all our investments projects, both existing and under construction, is 190 billion pesos based on the appraisal of third parties, said FLI President and CEO Josephine Gocianon Yap. Yan guys, no, malaki pala yung naging fair market value na nila, no. Yung total is nasa 190 billion pesos. Kaya maganda naman ito para sa magiging future growth stories ng ating FLI REIT o ang ating Philinvest Land Incorporated REIT naman, no. At itong ating mga real estate investment trust, dalawa naman ang magiging source of profit dito ng ating mga investor. Kasi ang una, yung kung long term yung titingnan mo dito guys, siyempre i-consider mo yung magiging annual o yearly dividend rate na ibibigay nito. At pangalawa, yung appreciation of value pag nasa stock market na ito at tinitrade na ng ating mga kasamang mga trader. Okay? Puntahan natin yung kanilang REIT portfolio naman guys, no. Basahin natin ito. Cyberzone Properties Incorporated, a subsidiary of FLI, has filed a registration statement with the Securities and Exchange Commission to establish itself as a commercial REIT. This is the third REIT to apply for public listing after Ayala Land led a REIT and Double Dragon Properties Corporation DDMP REIT. FLI plans to offer up to 1.63 billion secondary common shares and CPI, which will be renamed Philinvest REIT Corporation for as much as 8.30 pesos per share. Yan naman guys, no, yung kanilang proposal o tentative target. Magkakaroon sila ng 1.63 billion secondary common shares at i-offer nila ito at 8.30 pesos naman kada share ito guys, no. Yun yung kanilang proposal muna dito. Tuloy natin. About 163.42 million additional shares will be up for sale as part of an over-allotment option. CPI is one of the pioneer BPO office space provider in the country. Its REIT portfolio consists of 16 office towers, of which has a retail component in Northgate Cyberzone in Philinvest City, Alabang. CPI, also known one office tower with retail component in Cebu City. Okay, tuloy natin. Philinvest REIT is landlord to 300,362 square meters of leasable space. Total property assets are valued at 36.99 billion pesos based on the prospectus submitted to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Except for one tower, The office buildings in the portfolio are located in the 18.7 hectare Northgate Cyber Zone, one of the first Philippine Economic Zone Authority o yung ating tinatawag na PEZA naman ito guys, no, o PEZA accredited IT parks in the Philippines. The remaining office tower with a retail component is located in Cebu Cyber Zone, also a PEZA registered economic zone located in the gateway to Cebu IT Park, Lahug, Cebu City. Yan naman guys, no, yung kanilang nasa portfolio o yung kanilang REIT portfolio. Puntahan natin yung itong kanilang pioneers. Basahin din natin ito guys. FLI is one of the pioneers in providing offices to the BPO sector. The latter ensures a steady cash flow for the group amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Based on Philinvest REIT pro forma financial statement for year 2020, it posted 1.61 billion pesos in net income out of 2.78 billion pesos in revenues. Return on equity was 30.1%. REIT, a relative new assets class in the local market, refers to a corporation that primarily invests in income-generating real estate such as office space, shopping malls, service apartments, hotels, hospitals, and warehouses. It gives investors an opportunity to invest directly in the finished projects rather than in the developers itself. Okay, tuloy natin guys dito sa huling portion naman nito. This asset class is meant to attract dividend-seeking investors. The REIT law requires the distribution of at least 90% of income as dividends annually. For a REIT sponsor like FLI, this new asset class allows the property developer to recycle capital for further property development and expansion initiatives. Yan guys, no, yung naging balita ng ating FLI REIT naman. Maganda ito para sa ating mga naghahanap ng real estate investment trust na pag-iimbisan ng kanilang long-term investment. Lalo na yung ating mga kasamahang investor na merong ekstrang pera na nasa bangko lang guys, no, o hindi pa gagamitin ng ilang mga taon. Mas magandang ilagay ninyo dito sa ating mga real estate investment trust naman yon. Kaya kayo nang humusga dito guys sa ating Philinvest REIT naman. Alright, at yan ang ating mga nakalap na stock balita ngayong June 15, 2021. Magkita ulit tayo guys sa kasunod nating video. Once again, always stay safe and God bless. Hanggang sa muli.